Alright, late night Olaf here with default skins. Steam is down, so I'm recording a little bit of feedback video for the Hydro 13th of April 2023 version that we have playtested quite a lot of times. And yeah, so the bombsite is definitely the biggest point of change, subject to change, right? I think the real issue is the combination of the main and the squeaky here and how it relates to the bombsite. The last version, players kind of like commented on it, on feeling better, and I think the last version was like that the fight was more focused in this way, and the main was like, the main was quite a similar type of a fight, but there was less fracture into like that side of the thing, and the fights were like more condensed, and definitely like this middle part felt strong, and this was smoked all the time, but there was like some nice smokes last time, as in this opening was like in more in this way. But I think like a good thing to try, and I'm suggesting like big changes here, is to swap the entire position of the squeaky from there to here, so that you can focus two of the battles better. So right now you can see like the fights are very same, and I think the points of entry are like really the same. So you end up having the same battles over and over again, and all these sidelines are getting smoked off. So you're like even though you're entering from different positions, you're still ending up on the same exact fight. And I think that's where, if we compare that to like Mirage A bombsite like entrance, you're getting a little bit more like different sidelines, and the whole bombsite has this like great X, if you know, like this. This is palace, ramp, connector, CT, and the bombsite's like over here. So if you go through palace, you have it's a tighter choke point, and you have a little bit less cover, but you have faster access to the bombsite. And I think something to imitate here would be to make the squeaky over there, make a long some sort of a catwalk on top of this. You could have an underpass under part of the, and I'm suggesting for you to keep the same layout as this, but make the catwalk, have the squeaky over there, have an underpass under it, so you can still do double pronged attack from smoking this up, then opening up the squeaky, taking the upper and the lower of the part. But the thing though is that it's kind of hard to clear this under for T's, but it's a better position for the CTs to play. But the counter to this lower part is to now take the middle. Since right now, I think the middle, like to take A properly, you have to take mid and main. So I think like then you get the two angles, if you know what I mean. You get the two angles against like this fight over here, and you get the angles to fight like the normal CT positions. But removing the squeaky from here to be on this side, you could also revamp this area to be so that you can actually rotate from. This is just an idea. This is what I would do right now. Like the rafter, the catwalk could be like also extending from here. You could have solid flooring, but you could cover the A main from like above here. And as a CT, you could sneak in, sneak under them or something if you see them going, and then wrap around back. Or there could be even a boost from the main to the squeaky. Something cool like that. But then again, the squeaky or this main could be then a little bit extended backwards, and then you wouldn't like necessarily need this back area, all this back space, if the squeaky would like just go through here, go through the main, come through here, and exactly like on the upper ledge. Of course you would still have angles like like close up here, but then again, playtesting will sort those kinds of things. And I think like this back area, then you would have a position. This would have to change, or the squeaky would have to be like here. But just imagine like these sorts of fights you could then give a little bit more like defense points to the back of the catwalk, and this could be like your on this side you could fight the lower main position. Imagine the squeaky would not be there. From this side you could fight the squeaky player, the main player, excuse me, and then from here you could fight the squeaky player. You could have two CTs playing the same angle, but you would have a crossfire from the back here, and then the rotating players, when those guys need help, the main players who are like getting smoked from here, now they can push onto the side and help, but you still would have the two players in the defensive, like default defensive position playing over here. You can already do this, but the angle is the exact same. So why wouldn't you then have like this guy playing somewhere else? And right now I think the main issue that people really don't like is, or like can't enjoy enough, is the or rather is hindering the gameplay, is like the jumps that you have to do, and it's like it's nerfing this like back catwalk a little bit too much. But I think the correct way is to just move this catwalk upper, have a lower catwalk. Maybe that could be called macaroni. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's like a smaller part to it, a catwalk above it, and then as CT you could like get up there as well, but it would be like super exposed position where you would get there. That's my 2 cents. That's just something that, you know, taking the design of like other successful bomb sites, and you know, knowing what we do in CS maps, I tend to enjoy like definitely the crossfire type of a style. It creates like beautiful scenarios where CTs are holding like from two different sides, and they can have like, if the squeaky was here, you could have the same exact fight, and then this back entrance would have the same thing, like same effect, having like fighting that, smoking this off, and then fighting that off, you know, just having like the X, and from here having the X. I hope I'm making sense, and I hope that this was helpful, but that's putting the most obvious classical design into this bomb site. Obviously it could like ruin the bomb site in and of itself, but we'll see. See, like bomb site B has that same great crossfire. Like here you have one fight which you can like obviously alternate, and here you have another one, so it has the cross, I mean this way, and then late the cross like fades a little bit. Instead of being like this, it becomes like this, and the CT is just like basically the same, but from like those angles. So yeah, I think A-bomb site's just missing that. Mid, yeah, we went over that. Well, I guess I should have it recorded as well. So mid holding as a CT was a little bit of an issue, because the T's can come up from there. I mean, this is, you know, I realized like afterwards, my feedback, that like this jump, you're coming down from of a jump. Is this changed already? What the hell? Anyway, you can get boosted, or you're coming down from a jump, so you're not on your most accurate whilst you're doing that. Am I drunk? Can I do this? Jesus. So you're coming down from a jump, so you're not on your best game when you're coming down. But anyway, you're coming from there. As a CT, you have to watch that, then this, and then that. Like the most optimal position to watch is like back here, hugging this wall. And this is like a little bit too passive, and depending on the situation, you can even get shot from there. But yeah, I think necessarily you would want to watch this, or maybe you can even like block this off to like have this much. You can have this like little fight here. Yeah, that way it would be a little bit easier to defend like this back area as a CT. And if you know, this is not smokable necessarily, like if you were able to, you can smoke here, but it's not really a good smoke because like you would want to, as a single player, get up here, so you're smoking yourself off, so you have to smoke inside. But then again, like if the smoke is not good, you are leaving like this sort of a back smoke, so that's really dangerous. So you would want to smoke in front of it, you know, like a legit doorway, then you can smoke like this. That's why we have like rough shaped windows that you can smoke up like that. So no funny business of CTs pushing through or players pushing through. But yeah, I think that's something to look into as well. And I like the cubby. Like the cubby could actually stay in the design with the catwalk. I just think that the cubby in and of itself, like it might as well be a wall. Like you don't really need the ceiling. But I like the cubby idea. It's unique. The whole map is fucking unique. What am I even saying? Yeah. That's about it. All right. Take care.